Hello, everybody. Hey, I want to talk to everybody today about something pretty exciting in all of the time of chaos and uncertainty. Kim and I have really been working hard to figure out what this next week, month, 2 months, period of time, whatever it may be, is going to look like. And one of the things that we stumbled upon is called ClassDojo. Shad, who's now in eighth grade, was enrolled with this with his fifth grade home teacher years ago. And so, talking to another teacher this weekend, we're going to explore that for our child care center. So, I'm sending this message out here to our parents of Discovery Kids, to Mesa County child care providers and other child care providers, to as you try to figure out how to mitigate. What are you going to do with losing children, with parents losing their early learning opportunity? So this is about remote learning. And we've never done ClassDojo before. We just got off YouTube, hitting some videos, and I'll point you to those here in a second. But I want to encourage you, if you're a child care provider, to look into this and some of these other tips I'll talk about here in a minute, and look to explore that, because everybody's looking for solutions. And if you're in a situation where you're able to provide care like we are at the moment, and hopefully longer term to, a lot of our frontline families and workers that can't do remote home work and so forth, but you're also looking to, bridge that gap for families that have pulled their children out for a period of time to get, hopefully through this COVID-19 pandemic and so forth. So I think there's some great opportunities in here. Let me just dive in real quick. I'm really just wanting to share with you what we found, what we're working on. And I want to promise you, we're just working on this. We've figured nothing out, but we have some really good ideas. So let me share those with you here. If you get on YouTube and go to ClassDojo, and I'll put a link in the description below in this video for you, and dive in there. There's all kinds. I mean, this is a program. There's 66,000 subscribers. Teachers use this for remote learning opportunities all over. They've got a 4-minute explanation of that. It's a free program, which is really cool. If you're a child care provider, they just last week on the 20th, last Friday, they did a remote learning webinar, 46 minutes. Kim's diving into that right now to learn everything she can about that. For you teachers, look out there, get out there and look at, get on to Teachers Pay Teachers. Probably most of you are already doing that already. And one of the things we're going to do for the month of April and May is we're going to begin creating a homework calendar for our children. For those that are in our program still, and those that have opted to stay out for because maybe they were just doing preschool with us, they didn't need the child care aspect of what we provide, but also those families that maybe be at risk, and so they're looking to keep their kiddos out for a while until everything kind of passes over. So we're going to create homework calendars. We'll do that for April and for May, and so that parents can work with their kids at home. But through ClassDojo, we'll also be able to do some other really cool stuff, some interactive stuff with our children that are home, because we want to keep them connected. They're telling their families right now, I know, because their parents are telling me, oh, my kid misses Miss Dawn, and oh, we miss Miss Ashley and Miss Lachey, and they want to come back. But what a great way through this program, we can do some video interaction, we can do some video of our staff, like in circle time, to connect those kids, because we want to bridge this gap. It's so important, not only for our families, but for the children and for our staff. Now, this is going to take some work to get all this implemented. I mean, we have literally less than a week. We want to have a lot of this put in place and have all of our families connected. But if you're a child care provider like me, you probably had staff that you scheduled off today. All right? What a great opportunity to get them back into the center, working on these homework calendars, communicating with parents. So we just create another job or two, maybe more. And again, from a financial standpoint, we're looking for ways to help our staff, get back to work, and to be able to pay them to do that, as well as bridge the gap for our center for the next month or longer if need be, where we have running at 20% or 50%, or maybe are in a position where we have to shut down for a little bit. So we're thinking about all those things, and I have parents that are like, hey, just keep billing us as you normally do. We want you guys to be there for us when everything's back over. What a great way possibly to provide a good service and learning opportunity for children at home, where parents aren't trying to figure out how to become homeschool teachers, and these children still have a great opportunity to connect with their teachers in the classroom. So that's our plan. We're really excited about that. And, hopefully we can do something like that, provide that learning opportunity at a discounted rate, for our families that are not going to be in our program for the next, couple weeks or a couple months or whatever that ends up being. So, okay. And then beyond the homework calendar, I wanted to share one other element of this with you is, weekly lesson plans. Now, I promised Kim that I wouldn't do, I'm not going to make I'm not going to overpromise here for her, but we're going to begin working on some weekly lesson plans, and we may have some of those in April, maybe May, but again, giving parents an opportunity to have some activities to do with their kids that their classmates are doing back in school. So anyway, ClassDojo, pretty excited about what those opportunities might look like. And so we're diving in full speed ahead. But again, for our parents, look forward to some of that coming really soon. And for providers, jump in there. Think about how you can bridge this gap and create that literally bridge from, for your staff, for your families between now and whenever this time might be. So I want to leave you with one final thought, which probably means I'll have three for you. But because I just got off off the phone with a parent, and they were talking about what was going on. Their kid's out for a couple days because grandma's in town and not feeling well. But she was going to go shopping and go pillage for what she could find. So as a child care provider, you probably have distributors, commercial distributors that are distributing paper products to restaurants and so forth. So we do. And so I reached out and said, hey, do you have any TP in the warehouse? And they do. So we've secured some. We're not going to hoard, but we've secured some for our family. So as of tomorrow, maybe even today, which is Monday, stop by the center, grab us some Walmart bags, will you, so we can pre-package some of that for you, okay? We're not going to sell it. We're secured 8 cases. That's 800 rolls. That ought to last us a while. And we're going to give that away to our families. So we are going to limit that. So please come in with a Walmart sack, put 4 or 5 in each bag, take 5 or 10 with you, whatever you need for the week. But let's keep our families out of the pillaging process for TP. Kind of a unique asset that some providers have access to from our commercial distributors. So parents, take advantage of that. Providers, find some TP for your families. Maybe use it as a fundraiser to provide for some other families. We've thought about that too. So if you want to make a TP donation, we'll find a household, a family that's struggling to make sure that gets into their pocketbook. So thank you, everybody. I hope this video was helpful, encouraging, because we need encouragement in times like this. All right, everybody, have a marvelous day. Talk to you soon. Hey, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button down there, will you? I'm loading this on our Childcare Biz Consulting because it's a great way for us to communicate to our parents as well as providers and others. So hit that subscribe button, like the video so you don't miss future content that we're trying to bring everybody in this crazy COVID time, but also to just find ways to unite families, children, providers, and communities. That's what we're all about. Have a great day.